What's up, y'all? I made a roast so juicy and tender that you didn't even need a knife to cut it. Put it on top of some red skin mashed potatoes, made some collard greens, some mac and cheese, and some honey butter cornbread. This was a good Sunday. Let's get into it. Got 2 chuck roasts, went ahead and tenderized them on both sides. Once those both were nice and tenderized, went ahead and seasoned them up really good with these seasonings right here. Once those were nice and seasoned, went ahead and coated them with a little flour. Make sure they're nice and coated like this. And then went ahead and browned each roast on both sides for about 5 minutes on each side. Once both roasts were nice and brown, went ahead and threw them in my roasting pan with 6 cups of beef broth, some fresh garlic, some bell pepper, some onion, a stick and a half of butter. Topped it off with these seasonings right here. Threw in some fresh thyme and put the lid on and let that roast in the oven on 325 for an hour and 30 minutes. While that was roasting, got me some fresh corn on the cob, chopped that up, threw it in the bowl, threw some carrots in the bowl with it, seasoned both of those up with these seasonings right here. And after an hour and 30 minutes, threw those in there with my roast. Popped that lid back on my roast, went ahead and threw that back in the oven for another hour. Cut me up some fresh collard greens, threw those in a pot with some smoked neck bones, seasoned them up really good. Let those cook until they got nice and tender. Made my mac and cheese. Real cheesy, y'all. If the mac and cheese ain't cheesy like this, it ain't macking. And I will be dropping the recipe real soon. Boiled me up some red skin potatoes. Once those were nice and tender, went ahead and mashed them up, threw in a stick of butter, a cup of heavy whipping cream, 2 cups of milk, a half a cup of garlic and herb butter, seasoned it up with some salt, pepper, and paprika, and mixed that up until it was nice and blended. Threw those mashed potatoes on a plate, topped them with some of that roast, threw on some carrots and that corn. Y'all, this was fire. My collard greens, the mac and cheese, the cornbread, everything was a 10 out of 10. Y'all gotta make this. Enjoy.